Hello, my beautiful YouTube soul family and all of you beautiful souls that are here with me today. I just want to stop in and talk about something that I feel like matters. As a matter of fact, in the act of me feeling that it matters, it becomes a matter as I consciously form this video to share with you. So with that being said, before we get started, I just want to ask that you check me out on all of my social media platforms that are listed right here. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, like it and let me know your thoughts. All right. So for today's topic, guys, dun, 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 we're going to touch on relationships and consciousness of the matters that we form. So I'm not sure if you all here follow me on Twitter, but Twitter is my space. It's more of like my mercurial vibe. I go on Twitter to express my thoughts, my visions, my downloads, my things like that. So today I noticed some comments and some tweets and things that kind of triggered the inspiration of this, along with Grant mentioning it a little bit earlier today as well. And I do feel like it is an important topic. And what the topic is how we literally manifest our realities based on the consciousness in which we believe and the conscious that we weave. Now, with this is something that is so much deeper because we have this whole subconscious part of ourselves, this whole energy field of the unknown within ourselves that sometimes we don't even realize can be working against us or for us. So whenever we're able to tap into the energy of our subconscious, of our views, of our beliefs, moving the energy into an outward form and a consciousness that takes a matter of form, we are able to create energy that we're aware of, that we're present with, and that we're able to see. And now this can come down to something like how, for instance, whenever we're out in public, we're extra nice to these strangers, to people that don't necessarily know us, but the attachment to people that we have in our actual lives, such as our partners, our families, our friends, how we're more loose with them, but we're also more on edge sometimes, often more snappy, I'll say, or more on edge of just like noticing the things that they do versus being out in public, seeing people doing the exact same thing, but having no feeling of right to control or monitor that behavior of the other people because we feel like those people are outside of our control. But isn't the truth that even our partners, families, and friends, they're not a part of our control either? It's simply the matter in which we create, we stimulate from ourselves feeling this way. So why is it? Why is it that the people that are closest to us are often the ones that get our most horrible wrath? Is it because we just simply love them and we feel like because of our love, we feel like we should have a say in their lives and care about how they behave and care how they act or care about this or care about that? But when deep down inside, the thing that we're supposed to be focused on is our inner consciousness, our center consciousness, our subs of our consciousness, the energy that lies beneath our surface that often goes unseen. Whenever we take a look at our beneath the surface type energy, we can often find where the anger, where the energy lies that is actually attached to the people that we are attached to in our lives. And we can realize that the attachment can be there, but only in an attachment of love, instead of feeling the wrath of holding on to the energy of the ones that we love, because it's not in our control to be in control of anyone else, as I mentioned in many of my videos here in this space. So now let's go back to matter and the matters of thought, because it's literally a saying that has so much depth that so many people miss the perception of. Everything that you think is a matter of thought. Everything that you do is an action coming from the subconscious point of view of yourself, enacting itself into the reality in which you feel and you make a part of your quantum field. So if we can become more coherent of our thoughts, of our processing of those thoughts, and of the energy that we put out into the world, can we not make our world a better place internally, and that reflects externally for us to have a more clear, balanced relationship with ourselves instead of trying to put pressures onto other people outside of ourselves because we feel like we are not in control of ourselves? One of the biggest things in life that I've realized personally for myself, because I used to be a very controlling type person, very Saturnian, very Capricorn energy. And in Vedic, I do have a Capricorn rising and sun. So it does make a lot of sense because there are so many different elements to find these pieces of ourselves through different systems, through different techniques, through other things that aren't even astrology related. But whenever we know that this is an issue or something that is an issue of ourselves, the only thing that we can do is tap into that energy and ask ourselves why. Why do I feel the need to control everything outside of me? And is there an ability for me to control those things outside of me? Or is it really that I'm lacking self-control? And this self-control that I'm lacking is creating tension, creating friction, and matters with relations that are outside of me that really have no control over my energy inside of me. Some food for thought. So this isn't saying that the next time that your partner pisses you off or your mom calls and she asks you for a billion things or wants you to go to some like family thing that you're not interested in or whatever it may be. I'm just making up scenarios. But it doesn't mean that just because we're aware of this, we're going to immediately change our behavior. But instead, what if this can stimulate us to be able to see our behavior in action of our actions that we take and be able to analyze that information of ourselves and be able to move through life a little bit more smoothly, acknowledging that our failures are not associated by those outside of us. And the only person that we can control in this life is ourselves. So whenever we take the pressure off of the world outside of us and off of the people that we love the most, maybe we can start seeing that love for ourselves and pushing ourselves to be in our best form so that way we can be proud of ourselves at the end of the day. And that way that we can actually feel that we accomplished something without needing someone else to do it for us or do something outside of us that has no control through us. So this isn't a really long video, but it's something that I do feel like hits on some major points. So if you have any kind of issues with controlling behavior or putting blame on others that you love outside of you or being hard on them or anything like that, I simply just ask that you take control of your mind by noticing that you are the matter in which you create. You are literally a physical embodiment of soul, brought here to this planet Earth to represent your soul in the best essence that you can. That is why we have natal charts. That is why we have past life energy that we often can't see. It's because we came here to clear some kind of karmic debt within ourselves to be able to move forward and propel to the next level, whatever that may be, whatever way you perceive this. So if we're here in the challenge of ourselves, the only challenge that we truly have is the challenge to become our best versions of ourselves every single day and every single moment of our lives by being coherent, present, and aware of our behaviors, of our actions, and of our thoughts. Even when things are lurking in the subconscious of our thoughts, they will manifest outside of us. And it's all a matter of how we allow those things to manifest. If we're festering energy inside, never to be released, that energy will be held, contained until it explodes. So the best thing we can do is find an action. Find a Mars energy to counteract that energy. Because a Mars energy is going to be something that you're moving into, something that you're doing in action. So whenever we can take an action to be able to move the energy of our interactions that are not serving us, then we can release that energy. In this life, everything is a process. Everything takes steps. Everything takes action of us knowing ourselves. And everything takes an actual awareness of ourselves and our surroundings to be able to make any changes. So being present with ourselves is so much more than just observing other things or observing things outside of us or anything like that. It's about actually analyzing the behaviors of ourselves. One of the things I do highly suggest for anyone who would be interested in something like this, I do suggest taking little moments to possibly write down throughout your day What triggered me today? What made me happy? And then just look at those, review yourself at the end of the day. It's almost like a checklist, a cheat sheet for your own behavior, to be able to analyze yourself and to be able to process that. Well, even if you look at it at the end of the week and you notice the trends, just like on social medias, a lot of times we want to be able to fit into the trends or go viral, things like this. And we'll analyze the systems to be able to see what's going to be the best method for me to do this. So instead of looking at it from the perspective of a social media aspect or something like that, look at it as you are your presentation of yourself. You are here on this planet to sell yourself, whether it be only to sell yourself to yourself, because you are literally an action of yourself, of your soul, of your resonance. So what energy are you putting out into this world? What energy do you want to be and be seen as and be as you come? You came here with a superpower, and that superpower is you. So if you can analyze you, that is the highest point of view, because it's not about analyzing everyone outside of you. Their behaviors have nothing to do with you. Maybe their behaviors are an action or a reaction to you, but if you can change your action, maybe you can shift the other people around you's reactions. So just remember, you can walk into any room and rule the energy of that room when you are in tune with yourself. This is something that's kind of funny, because I have noticed a lot of times, like, I'll be thinking about something throughout the day, and then I'll go somewhere and everyone around me is talking about the thing that I was thinking. And a lot of times I'll ask myself, like, am I sending this energy? Is this just the energy of the day, or what could it be? And I'm starting to realize it's because when I am in tune with myself, my own frequency, I am able to put that energy out to the world, and other people feel it. They may not even know why they feel it, but they do. And my life is a living proof of this. So I've noticed the more in tune I am with myself, instead of worrying about others outside of me, the more in tune that I am with the energy, and the people outside of me start reflecting that energy within me, and it's more of a frequency match, and it's a better outcome of my daily adventures. So I challenge you to set with yourself, even if it's only for a few minutes, even if it's something like just kind of analyzing through your head without writing things down, anything like that. Just literally just set with yourself. Just feel the energy out. Understand where your subconscious thoughts are coming from. Realize that this energy is what makes matter. You are the matter of the consciousness that you formed to come here in this reality. No one else is you. No one else can be controlled by you. Even when people have children, they think, oh, I'm going to be in power because I have these children and I'm going to be able to raise them this specific way. But the thing is, children are other souls. They are souls. They are a part of you, but they are also a part of themselves. And they came here with their own soul mission, just like you came here with your soul mission. So whenever you're tapping into your subconscious, you are connecting higher to your soul mission and the purpose of your being here. So the more we do this, the more actively we become in charge of our own lives. So I challenge you to be more in charge of your own life and take some time to be with you and to realize what it is that you are doing. And if you are happy with the actions of your life, of the Mars energy of your life, the energy that you've entered this world into, to be able to feed into the world, to be able to get back as you are served from the world. And this is also being set on a Jupiter day. And I always really admire Jupiter days because they're just such a day of higher knowledge, higher intel, and higher seeing. So whenever we can almost perceive ourselves as that Jupiter energy, like I'm going to pull from my higher consciousness to look into the subs of my consciousness, my lowest energetic state, my Neptunian energy, my moon energy, my emotions, the water in my chart, the energy. And another thing I highly suggest is go get a natal chart reading. Natal chart readings are so important, whether it be that you go learn how to read a natal chart or whether it be that you go get a natal chart reading. Learning the aspects of ourselves is something that can't be done overnight. It's not going to be something that you just learn like, oh, I get it. I see it all now. And then like you just have it. It's going to be a lifelong process because guess what? We are here for a lifetime meant to process ourselves the whole time because that is our soul's mission. Is to be here, present, processing ourselves, to become our best selves, to move on to the next level. And whatever that means to you is whatever it means to you. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It wasn't super long, wasn't super short, but I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you came. I do ask that you follow me on all my social media platforms if you so choose, and that you have a wonderful day. And also don't forget to like and share this video. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe. And guys, I just hope that I'm able to give you a thought of a matter to be able to take form to become a present in the presence of your day. So wishing you a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon.